Hey, you can kick me from the squad. Thanks, buddy. Hello. Hey guys, Zerger here. Game's just about to get started. We're on St. Mary-Glise, so we have St. Mary-Glise as a midpoint. Just a little delay there. One of the circle members was having connectivity issues, so they replaced him in the lineup. This one's about to get started though. Interesting point with St. Mary-Glise. We'll hop in game in a second so you can see the full flag layout for this one. Should be a good game. Both teams hungry. Phoenix beating HTD a little earlier on in the month. HTD is going to be wanting to come back from that. Of course, that was just a friendly. This is the league play here. The nice sounds of birds chirping over the chapel here, St. Mary-Glise, the church. That's about to come to an abrupt end with artillery fire, tank fire, gunfire as HTD and the circle, heighted HTD and the circle battle it out here. Rockets already flying a little hopeful with that one rocket coming off at the start. Let's take a look at the map here. We are on the side of the Germans. HTD here playing as the Germans also. You can see the points. We have La Prairie, Rue de Gambousville, St. Mary-Glise as the midpoint. Then on the American side, we have the Cemetery and Rousseau de Ferme. Very close St. Mary-Glise in the cemetery here. Very important for the circle to get this midpoint under their control. Otherwise, this game can go upside down fairly quickly. Looking for the deployments here. It is going to be the circle on point first. Of course, they are the allies. They are closer to the point here. I expect the first phase of this one to go their way. Oh, big artillery strike on the right side there, gets half a squad. Beautiful shots coming out from the artillery from the circle. Flaushy launches a recon flare above St. Mary-Glise. He's not going to see too much. Well, he is going to see Bro Nico with Sasky and Xavier in the church. More rockets coming out from the circle. Light tank firing, medium tank pushing into point right here. Panzer IV peeking. Down this road right here. Not going to find too much from this position at Panzer IV. Even though, fairly interesting, even though there's so many bodies on point here for the circle, they are actually losing the point. They are not capping St. Mary-Église right here. Well, hold the phone because they are now decapping the point, but they have to go all the way down to 0 and then start their own cap. So this is going to take quite a while here. If the circle are going to do it, you can see on the south side, really nice control from HTD. I wonder if they're going to translate this into a rotation. That would be ideal. Pushing through the open right here is somewhat suicidal. You'd have to think HTD won't be doing that. But they don't really have anywhere else to go. On the south side, Go NP is the last one alive for the circle. He's all alone over there. Rainer never going to make it across. Mr. Saint on the backside over here is looking really nice. He's going to pick off one. Now, can he get the OP? No. Kellerkind doing some nice defense there on the backside, getting the takedown. Now, Hans is coming into. Hans is going to be looking for Satchel onto this tank. Let's go on board with Mr. Hans here and see if he can get that Satchel down. Close OP here. Tank taking some shots. Xavier going to be going for the Satchel plant. Satchel goes down. AP hopping out. Going to go for the defuse. Xavier defending. I don't think Xavier has an angle on this. He does not. Xavier is holding a tight angle, but he cannot see. Oh, and AP goes down and the Satchel stays on the Panzer IV. That tank is going to go down. Xavier's work is done. A little luck from Artie is all it took. And down goes the medium tank. Wow, what luck there for the circle. That was almost the defuse. He was holding a tight angle. He couldn't see the defuse happening. But sometimes that luck is all you need. Now back on the midpoint, this circle climbing up to about 50% cap progress here, looking to take the 3-2. Still no control on the south side, but no problem. They have the hard point itself in the Church St. Mary-Église. Now, can anybody from HTD get to the midpoint? Can anyone get in that circle? It's going to be so tough. So many shooters looking into that middle of the courtyard. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to get there and get a Satchel down to clear that off before the cap comes in. About 60% and climbing now. It is all circle here on St. Mary-Église. HTD still have control of that south side. You can see them flirting with stopping the cap progress, but they need more bodies, and they need those bodies on the opposite side of the point. Up to 70% now. You can see at the top of your screen here, we have the circle going on a flank. It looks almost like a defensive play coming out from the circle. They have this cap in hand. I'm surprised to see so many on the backside there. I guess they want to really clear out the south side of point before going on the attack. Fairly conservative move here from the circle. 95 climbing up, 96, 97, 98, 99. And 100. That is going to be the 3-2 here for the circle on the top of this one. Nice start to the game, and already we're seeing a little bit of cap progress. Let's take a look at the map to see what that is all about. Well, we can see the defensive garrisons here, and a third one going to be going up on the bottom of the map from Sirius. We also have defensive Joker reloaded here, squad leader. Now this frontline Gary is under pressure. Be interesting to see how King handles this one with the other defensive squads. Now, oh, Rainer. Remember what we talked about? Satchel. Satchel on the outside here. Did he get it down? He did. Oh, that satchel's going to take a few bodies with it. Kent Brown should see it right there on the side. No, he walks right by it. Uh-oh. That's at least 4 here for Raynor. Now, they needed to do this at the start of the game. If they had, they might have had a chance at taking the point. Anyways, 4 for Raynor there, and he manages to spawn in a second after that one. A nice little play there. Not going to do a whole lot overall, though, to push this back the way of HTD. You can see Marcus Tiano on the north side here, rotating in a very dangerous spot. He needs to get an OP up. Oh, he's actually challenging the OP of... Let's see if we can get on board. There we go. Oh. Over the wall. Mr. Sane, the unfortunate one. Bombing run going to come in. First one of the match. Where is it going to land? It's all the way over at the 4th point here. Let's fly over to that 4th point and see what they're getting up to over here with the circle. Now, it looks like that bombing run dropped from fair ways away. We can check out the map really quick to see if it took anything out. Yeah, just a front line. Gary goes down. Nothing really else in that one. Did they try to drop an airhead onto point in smoke? That might be, I think, what? Oh, yeah, they did get the airhead up on the point. Oh, man, I really wish we could have seen both sides of the map so we could see that plays happening. It works, though. Airhead bombing run combo with smoke, and the circle have taken control of Rue de Gambasville. Please, devs, please add admin cam, the ability to see both teams. That's all I'm asking. It would be so nice. The circle get a second spawn in on point. This is absolute mad lad plays here from Joe Betherson. Beautiful play. Now, any of the squad leads, there's 3 on the field right here. I don't know if any of them got good OPs up. Jon Snow is in a fight for his life there. He's going to get traded back, so he gets one. He goes down. Dark Leonos is there. Source Code is going to be looking to get an OP up, but there's just really nowhere great for that OP. Dark Leonis needs to clear out the defensive OP. I don't think he's going to get it by proxy. If he rotates around, there's going to be another spawn. He goes down. It was a valiant effort, but in the end, this is defended pretty well. Now, if Source just had hit in the bush there and bide his time, I think he would have been okay, but they definitely know something's up and that there's somebody over here. Al the Hammer looking to clear. Source is just, why are you getting kills here? Oh, he could have just hit. Oh, another, they haven't got the airhead. What am I saying? How have they not got the airhead? I just assumed because they were in the building that they had taken it out. Another spawn wave comes in. Maybe they're just camping for takedowns right here. My gosh. Will there be another spawn wave? Are they going to wait for another spawn wave to come through here? They're going to try and manually take it down. Finally, oh, a nade! That self-inflicted wound comes through. Oh, man, this is just absolute chaos over here on the backside of HTD. There was a tank pulling up, too. That's going to be a Panther. For some reason, I don't know why I didn't, look at the airhead. I assumed it went down because there were people all over it. Not the case. A little shaky defending there from HTD, but they do clean up. Unfortunately, on that airhead, the point is just hard. They didn't really commit to any one angle on the attack there, the circle. If they had gotten one of those defensive OPs down and then got their own OPs up, yes, but everyone kind of spread like water and nobody kind of pushed together in one direction. I think if the circle had kind of prioed one specific direction, say west, gone, wiped out the OP, got their own OPs up, this might be a different story, but not going to be the case now. The circle going to have to reset and rethink this one. That's going to be with Jon Snow and Sillin on the south side here. Should be easily spotted out, though, by Sirius. Hito and Calf are going to join them. Also, coming back to St. Mary-Glees proper here, HTD again. They like that south side now. It's going to be important for the Circle to get their defensive line up. They don't really have much of a defensive line set up right now. They're going to want to get that set up and want to get some control over here on the south side. Now on the north, there's another attack going on also with some HTD and SGC players. Source code Maranian, Rich Homie, and Gas defending. Oh, 3 takedowns here for the attacking squad from HTD. Now it's up to Gas to defend this. Jesus, Whizball Medic, Dash Schnitzel. I think that's his name. Schnitzel? Can't see the end of it. We'll just call him Schnitzel. Nades coming into the compound here. I believe that was another Gas going down on the backside. She's going to try the rotation. Gets one. He gets taken out, but the second does go down also. Really, really efficient play here. Hellfish on the backside doing a good job with that MG position. But efficient play coming up from HTD. They're not getting a whole lot of ground from it, though. Even though they're in a good position, they do need to make that rotation to the south. Now, David on the backside is going to be pressuring. That's going to be an issue as we go forward. Gas actually did not go down and is rotating right here. Lenny, HTD Lenny, is that Lenny from Core? Playing for HTD now? Not sure. Oh, Hans over the wall, taking out Medic. Really nice play from him. Lenny on the rotation right here, squad leader. He's going to be coming on the backside in the middle of the field here. On board with him. Sneaky getting his way onto point here. He's gonna have to contend with Hellfish on the backside. Hellfish should spot this one out fairly easily. Yeah, nice positioning there from the MG to take Lenny out. Now again, we have pressure on the 4th point here. You can see infantry markers going down on route to Gambasville. Let's rotate back over here to see what's up. Jon Snow and Sillin made their way around, made their way downtown. Going to be getting a garrison up on the south side to pressure route to Gambasville now. Oh, Sillin on the garrison, gets all 3 for the win and the takedown on the Gary. Sillin with the play. Beautiful job from Sillin there. Neutralizes the threat. Now this is a problem for HTD. Jon Snow's OP on the right side. You can see Xavier spawning in on that one. He's going to want to rotate a new OP up. You can see the spawn from an OP from your new. There's also a garrison spawn in the distance there. You can see 2 from the defending axis. Now we have about 1/3 cap progress. That's falling as the respawns come back. But Jon Snow is in a much better position this time around than last time to rotate a OP onto point. We'll see if he's able to do it. He's currently just kind of looking for enemy OPs, maybe enemy Garys. Not really pressuring the point. I do believe he did get an OP up kind of on this corner here. Or is he going to go a little further for it? I do like this play here from the circle. You know, they do get the garrison. They're not immediately pushing the point. They have Guard and Xavier on the flank, on the right flank, pressuring the OP instead of the direct point. And then on the backside, yeah, you can see Jon Snow's going to get another Gary back here. Sirius responding. Nice play here from the circle. John might be going for an OP. No, I believe he's already got one out. Unfortunately, we can't see on the map. Would love to be able to see on the map where about that is at. Sillin rotating into point. Jon Snow Guard also. effective attacking here. Sillin and Guard taking out a few of the defenders. Sillin does go down. It's important for Joker to get those takedowns. Now, not a lot of members of the circle on point here. They really don't have anybody here. Jon Snow and Guard, only ones on point now. They have taken out 2 garrisons, but they need a lot more bodies here. They need that full squad of Jon Snows plus another squad to really pressure the point. Can hear a tank battle brewing. Heavy damage onto this heavy tank. Panther's trying to get away from this one. It looks like he does just succeed at getting away. And the distance, as we zoom in, you can see the 76 peeking the hedgerow right here. Now, Star Gamer is going to be looking for that. Maybe just do a little repairing right here. Now, Gaming is pushing, T-Gaming, the tank from behind. Gets one shot in. I'm trying to go on board. There we go. Over the fence he goes. No, run out. Oh, that's heavy damage. Tank is engined right now on spot. Arnie's going to hop out. He loses that fight. Oh no. After the first rocket, I'm very surprised that's when the run out didn't come. Now the tank pushes into the open here. This should be a takedown for the Panther. I mean, the tank's still not in the worst position. You know what? Actually, it's a very decent position considering where the Panther is. Now, this is very dangerous. The gunner just needs to HE the ground right here. Yeet and Madman are both in. No, why is he running out? He wins the pistol fight. No way, Madman with the pistol to the face. Oh, that was not the right call at all. They're both recruits. They're both probably newer to this. They need to just HE the ground in that situation. There is no reason. Well, there is another reason. Gonna need to get out of here. Engine is still out. This is gonna be the end of that 76, and Madman not able to repair it. Yeah, there's no reason to run out in that situation. Just HE the ground and you are good to go now. That is a really nice takedown by the collective group of HTD. That was a team effort. Really good individual effort on the Panzerschreck, and then a nice follow-up here with the Panther, with Panzer IV to get the takedown. Now, unfortunately, I mean, also you have Kuchos here. I'm surprised we didn't see any AT from Jon Snow's squad onto this Panzer IV. That Panzer IV was spotted out well in advance. You can see the Panther also pushing in, trying to effectively maybe get that takedown after repairing. Now we are seeing some cap progress on St. Mary-Glise. We're going to rotate back there with about 20% of the cap. Oh my gosh. Well, there might be a satchel on the backside of church right here, so hold your horses. Andy pushing in. Full squad of HTD on point. Checking the map really quick to see if it's an airhead. No, it's just 2 OPs, both inside the cap. 50% cap progress and climbing here for HTD. This could be the moment of truth for them to flip this game on its head. Now they run right up the middle, it seems. Right between the lines here to come straight onto point. You can see those smoke grenades out to conceal their movements, and they're probably going to get this point. I mean, we need to see a satchel, and it needs to be yesterday here for the defenders. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to have it. Kuchos, Bricktop with the satchel. They stall it. Where's the satchel coming out? Kuchos on the backside is going to have that plant, and that will be the end of this cap. Unfortunately, at this point, one satchel can clear everything out, especially if you get it in the middle. So it's probably going to take everyone out, plus a few of the attack. Mayari with the satchel. I think there's about 3 satchels on this building. Nobody's going to survive this one. Good on the circle to get enough bodies back here to stall the cap. And any second now, there's going to be a big boom on point. Down goes everyone. Respawn wave comes in right after. It is not safe on point now. Unfortunately, none of those satchels were chained. They were all effectively the same time. So the respawn wave with the OP works. However, Andy gets inside, and I believe that is going to be all she wrote here. Dr. Dolphin, the last one alive on point. No chance really to get another OP up, or is there? We can check the map and find out. Yeah, no OPs up on point. Dolphin's going to try to hold out as long as he can. Finally does go down to Hans. No follow-up for HTD. Both teams getting a little aggressive on the attack right here, putting a little offensive pressure down, and you know, testing the defenses a little bit. It was the cheeky airhead play from the circle at the start, testing HTD's defenses, and we saw a little play to get onto point there, a little cheeky, looked like 2 squad OP play, just pushing through a gap in the defenses, getting onto point, rotating back down to the attack here. The front line, Last and Herjar, Alex versus Alter Ego. Alex going to be going for the satchel play here. No nonsense. Don't want to deal with Alter Ego right now, that's for sure. And Herjar is going to take him out regardless. Got to watch out for that satchel. And they're going to get clear of that one. Let's see what else is happening on this front line here. Litry, very close to this Panther. Panther falling back. I think he's just waiting, trying to get a favorable shot, maybe with the bazooka. Haven't heard any precision strikes yet this one. Wondering to see if we'll maybe get one on this Panther. Maybe wait until there's a tank on our repair station. Multiple satchels going up. That actually was Litry with the satchel instead. I thought he had a bazooka. Not the case. A little dangerous to cross in front of the hull and the main gun of a Panther. But Litry figures that one out fairly quickly. Front line kind of developing in the normal spot right here in St. Mary-Glees, the town itself. This time, though, the circle has pushed out into the outskirts here. Alter Ego with the shotgun. It's going to pick off a few victims. Gas Covertuna on the roofs. Covertuna peaks a little too far there. Shots coming in to the Panther from the backside. It's going to be a flanking medium. The Mad Lads. Now they've got a couple shots in. They ricochet the next shot. They really need to get some more shots into the backside of this Panther. Can't allow for the rotation. Can they do it? It's so close. Yes, they can. What a flank coming out from the medium here. Darithima, Hey Bali, and Janam. Really nice play. All recruits from the circle. Oh man, that was beautiful, taking out the heavy with the medium. Following it up, Alter Ego with the shotgun, gonna find some more victims. That trench shotgun has been put to work. Another victim for Alter Ego, making some really good ground off this push after taking out that heavy tank. What can the circles do? They've tried the cheeky play. Maybe we'll see them succeed here with a frontline push. Very tough to push from this position. Lots of open ground still to cover before getting towards the point itself. Ooh, that's one way to deal with a trench shotgun. A Panzerschreck. I like it. I like it a lot. Nice play from Der Schnitzel. Rotating back towards St. Mary-Glise. Dr. Dolphin going down here on point. Point looking not too bad right now, honestly. Flashy is on the backside. We can get a little altitude here, and we'll see how real he is. Very far in the backside, it has to be said. I didn't know if he was closer or further away, but you can obviously see here that he's pretty far back. Same with D-Man. Not really in a position to influence the point itself. Here are the heroes of the day in their medium tank, doing a little victory lap around the point itself. I mean, good on them. What a play with that medium. Absolutely bossing the heavier, more well-equipped tank. That was the Panther. Kind of mixed lines over here. Neither side has a well-established front line. Andy's squad skirmishing with Rapunzel and Dr. Dolphin. Not a lot in terms of defenders out here. Looks like HTD might be on the verge of doing what they did a few minutes ago again. Andy standing tall. David on the roof here on the flank. He's going to go down. So does Andy. Go and P the last one up defending. It looks like HTD is going to walk straight through the front door again. Open air looking for the nade toss there. Little does he know Andy's already inside the building. Yeah, I mean, HTD kind of doing the same thing they did last time. Threading the needle through the middle here. Kellerkind pushing in. There's no defense for the circle. And the cap progress has started here. Satchel goes off on the south side. Kellerkind not going to get anything with the satchel, but he's doing work on the back end here. Now Rapunzel going to push in. Andy does get a takedown in the middle. It's not so clear cut this time. Andy with a second takedown. Very important. He needs to keep that up and prevent Last and Epsilon from pushing into point. Marcusiano also on the front line here. SGC, of course, is the partner. I know it says Hightit HTD. They are a Swiss gaming clan. They are a German Swiss gaming community from Hell Let Loose. They do play their competitive matches, I believe, with a squad or two with HTD. So if you're wondering about the different tags, that is why. Really cool dudes overall. I mean, everyone involved in this one's really, really cool guys. Both the HTD and the Circle boys themselves. Harry with a little defense there. Ooh, not going to get the best of Medic. Now, yeah, I see Marcusiano having to kind of double back to the mid here instead of attacking the point. I think this is kind of just giving the Circle more time on defense. Now, it's still a sketchy defense from the Circle. Don't get me wrong here. There's not a lot up the middle. I mean, Dr. Dolphin essentially could run to point. Now, Hito, I do like this position from Hito. He's going to rotate. He should be able to prevent lone stragglers from running in, but if I mean, you can see the artillery dropping. If HTD do go for a smoke play again and push in, it's going to be very, very hard on the backside to stop it. Oh, rocket already coming out. Is it going to land? Oh, we didn't get there in time to see. I mean, D-Man did, though. Maybe it was a distraction. All a distraction. Gonna go for the takedown. Respawns in here. It's gonna hop right back on that Artie. In the smoke. Artie snipe dropping. Does D-Man just take him out here? Does he go for like the knife? Oh, he was thinking about going for the knife there. G-Cost also. Oh, and down he goes. Guard with a defensive play right there. You could see him thinking about going for the knife. He switched, well, the shovel in this case. He switched to his shovel, and then he's like, wait a second, there's more footsteps. That's not a great idea. Nice little action on the backside there on artillery. It's always nice when the artillery people get action too, instead of just sitting on those guns all game. Now, you can see the attack shaping up here for HTD on the south. Now, I do like a little more prio here from the circle on the south side of things. They have a few bodies over there. Andy's squad defending Rapunzel and Dr. Dolphin in the middle. It's a three-pronged attack this time from HTD. You have open air and last also in here, but Xavier on the backside doing good work. Also on the north side here, well, not even able to cross the road yet. You have Lenny Whizball also in the mix, but again, the circle is here to defend, so it's not looking so bad. The circle have rotated a few bodies back and are looking to hold HTD kind of in place. Maori might be under threat right here. Wonder if we can hear those steps. Rapunzel's trying to do it really, really sneakily. I think Miori hears this. Oh, he does. Rapunzel's trying to go so quietly. Moira's just waiting. He knows what's coming. There we go. Gonna get the bipod out again. Get a reload in. Oh, the pistol? And Rapunzel does get the takedown in the end. I love it. All right, well, let's get some altitude and let's fly over to the bottom side of the map, I guess. Still a little bit of pressure on the mid, but the bottom does see a takedown onto a 76. Now I can hear a tank on the left over here. Second 76 for the allies. Where is the Panther? There it is. So Lord Jack's gonna get the takedown for the Axis. We're not gonna see, I guess we're not gonna see the Circle 76 peak this Panther. Not really a great peak after losing their other tank also. Now, as this is happening down here, and that is a big loss, there is more pressure on the midpoint from HTD. Again, finding their way into the middle onto the church. Now, that's not where you're going to get the cap from, unfortunately. You do need two bodies there, but where Whizball is, where Lenny is really the key to this whole shebang. Now, Satchel going off in the middle of the road. Interesting placement there. More Satchels onto the church. That's going to wipe out a majority of the capping forces. Harry on the backside. Oh, and unfortunately, they just could not get that OP down for the circle. Yeah, just so unfortunate there. The OP, or sorry, the Gary is just on the other side of the fence there in the little hamlet. Very common space for a garrison. The satchel in the middle of the road, I guess, was for that Gary. Unfortunately, just a little too far behind. Now, there is a Panther that's pushing out here. That's very brave. Panther's actually looking the wrong way. I did hear an American tank on the backside. Not too sure exactly where he is. I'm sure we'll see him any moment. Yeah, on the right side there, there's a 76 in the back. The east side, let's just say, of St. Marigolese. Now, T-Gaming is in the church on the upper level. He's going to try and gatekeep that church from the Allies. Rockets coming in from the north side onto this Panther, too. Panther taking heavy damage here. David's going to try to rotate and maybe get something onto the back. The Panther's actually fully healed here. I didn't see anybody out repairing. Now, hopefully, David still has a rocket for this spawn. Zageli is in a real nasty spot right here on the backside. Look at that peak. Blesky with the nade. Ooh, is that nade gonna work out? No, just a little long. It actually does get a takedown. Oh, one or two takedowns. Doesn't get the OP though. Nice spacing on the OPs here from HTD. Blesku over the wall. Zageli peeking. Not gonna have the angle onto Blesku. Now he does with the rotation. In the trees, Blesku can't see him. Neither can Zageli. That's a nice little takedown there from Zageli. Nice movement, nice positioning, putting himself in a really good spot right inside the tree there. Very, very hard to spot out. Just focusing on Zageli right here. Really nice movement on the top of the wall, rotating to a different position after getting the takedown. Now going to patch it up. So overall, it's really nice to see. Movement is a huge part of Hell Let Loose. Knowing those spots, knowing those walls you can ride on. Panther's going to look to rotate here, put some pressure on the point itself. Oh, actually, no, he's not. He's going to go down to a satchel. Hello. Or is he? No, it looked like he did go down. Not the case. The satchel's a little further back. I can still hear the gears churning. Now, I did see a satchel. It looked like there was two satchels to me. That's why I was a little surprised to see the Panther still up. Because it looked like there was one satchel behind and maybe a satchel on the Panther itself. Regardless, this Panther is going to be in trouble here, or not. Or yes. Now, what takes him out? Is it a rocket on the street? I believe that might have been David on the street. Because I don't think that one shot was enough. And you saw the 76 pull back. Unless it had a tight angle peek over the wall. I think that's going to be a takedown towards David here. David. On the north side. We continue. Lenny still pushing in. Not able to get this Gary just yet. HTD still fighting pretty strongly over here for this Gary. It's very, very close. Whizball, all he needs to do is get a satchel on the wall. That's all he needs right now. Artillery landing on this Gary. Cap progress starting and getting stalled at about 5%. Continuing here. Now, Whizball, I believe he did place the satchel. Let's see if that explodes any second now. That should go off. Or not. I mean, he might might just not have placed one. Hellfish has been playing this kind of pocket the whole game. Just laying into it with his machine gun here. Showing immense upper body strength, able to balance on the wall with only his bipod out. All jokes aside, doing a really good job of denying this lane and this crossing lane here for HTD. And nobody wants to go across in front of this, that's for sure. 3-2 is still the score. Some more cap progress coming up from HTD. We're going to quickly check the map to see their position. On the defensive, it's looking pretty good. Infantry spotted on the backside here. Heavy tank and commander responding. We got 3 heavies out here. This is pretty good. What's our fuel like? 310, so still building up. Potential for more on the backside. One of their Garys is hot right here, so something to deal with. But they have permanently 2 heavies on the defensive, and they're getting attacking pressure coming out, so not the end of the world here. Ooh, that might be a little bit of the end of the world, though, as Medic makes his way across. Now, will he be able to get the Gary? Well, yes, they did actually get the Gary. I believe possibly that was a satchel, maybe Jesus with the satchel. So problems on the backside here for the circle. Momentary problems. I don't see any OPs up. We can double check the map. Yeah, no OPs up in a good attacking position on this north side. I would really love to see HTD leapfrog an OP up. Maybe not there, but I'd like to see a gamble. Maybe with a secondary squad lead and then a rotation or something into that squad to keep maybe 1 safe and 1 attack, because they really need something other. Yeah, that's gone. Something other than across the street. This is no man's land in the middle right here. Artillery just constantly dropping. You need to penetrate from the north side, get a spawn up, maybe even a garrison up. That's a little tougher though. Red zone Gary, but at least an OP up, and then send a couple guys in the back, a couple guys to the middle. Now they are doing that effectively without the spawn, so it might just work in their favor, but it's very dangerous without the spawn, because even if you do get those penetrating runs and you do find enemy spawns, you have no way to keep the pressure up. Once you're down, you're down. You're not going to reinforce. It's going to take another minute and a half to run back, and you can already see Maranian, Sasky, and David fill that space. David or David, I'm not too sure if he's one of those BST2 members. If he is, it's David. If he's not, it's David. So that is that. Chegs trying to do some work here in the church. It's 1v3 situation. He doesn't have a satchel. He's gonna be hard pressed to clear and you know, keep dropping bodies, but you know, he has one. On the backside, Medic still up and taking Evan down. Let's hop on board with him. Is he on a spawn? Oh, he's on a half track back here. Interesting. Okay. So camping on the half track. Medic. Do they waste a precision for this? No. Probably not. They really need some AT to join. Joe decides against pushing that corner. Medic's going to go down, and the threat for now, at least, is saved. Now Joe's probably going to rotate that somewhere else, as to be expected. But yes, a dangerous play kind of turned into not here. HTD lacking in offensive OPs, lacking in consistent pressure, also, and lacking in the ability to take out key defensive points. You know. Garrison's OPs can easily get taken out, but you know, you need something a little more powerful, like a Panzerschreck or a satchel, of course, for the half track spawn. On the backside, a Panther's getting pretty annoyed with something. I'm wondering if maybe maybe that medium crew's trying their luck again, possibly. What is hitting this this Panther? Interesting. I'm not too sure what it was. I'm assuming it's 76 somewhere, but I don't think they even know. Was hoping for another another flank by a medium again, but you know, that is so rare to happen once. It would be kind of unheard of for it to happen multiple times in the game. All right, a little bit of cap progress coming in onto the 4th point right here. Let's hop over there and see what's going on. Well, a lot of members of the circle have decided to take up residence over here en route to Gambasville. Nice defense from HTD again, though. All directions. They have a Panther on point. Alter Ego kind of left alone here with the trench shotgun now. Still very effective. Oh my gosh, Alter Ego. Tearing his enemies apart with that pump shotty. Unfortunately, not going to last any longer. Was hoping that he might get a few more with us on board. Of course, the curse of the commentator strikes again. Now, we're seeing some smoke that could indicate we might get a airhead on point. They've tried this once. Now they have forces already on point, though, so it's a lot more likely to work, especially if you're dropping an airhead onto an active push. It just becomes kind of like a frontline garrison of sorts. Now my only wonder is that an OP or is that... It's just an OP. Herr Spiegel doing a very good job off this OP with Kent Brown. Now AP on the backside while this is happening. Is there a satchel on the... Yes, there is. Stargamer is going to look to defuse. Oh, and like last time, that is going to be denied. This time Alter Ego switching on to the bazooka. Gonna put that one down. Cap progress not increasing though, at about 5%. Now, do the circle go for an airhead here? Can hear the bombing run coming in. And there is the airhead. There is the bombing run. Unfortunately, the bombing run just misses everybody. Now that airhead is going to drop right into the smoke. We are going to see it land this time. Where is that spawn rave? I guess it's a rave. Where is the nades? Joker Reloaded is going to be right on top of it. Can he see it? Yes, he can. He's right on top of it. He's going to defuse and take out that. You need to drop HEs. You need to drop some HE in there with the smoke. Can't just have the smoke drop. That's unfortunate for the circle. However, they still have a lot of bodies on point. And they are making some cap progress here. Blankman, Alter Ego, Gas on point, Mayari, also Calf in the mix too. Garrison, defensive Garrison off point. Panther pushing up here, not moving on to the strong point itself. Surprising not to see a tank on the strong point here to reinforce and to try and HE the attackers off. And HTD is not pushing towards point. They are not respecting this push here from the circle. HTD needs to put bodies on the point right now. Some more respawns is good. That's going to stall the cap here. However, more reinforcements are coming in from the flank. Joe Betherson, Hans here too. Defensive bombing run possibly coming in. It is going to be a defensive bombing run. Hans has got to watch out. Here it comes. Run, Hans, run. Run, Joe. Oh, Joe just makes it outside in time. Now, that cap progress falling back to nil. Not enough bodies on point here. Neither team has been able to galvanize two squads and get them on point, unfortunately. Now the OP stays up right now. Blankman, Alter Ego spawning in. However, with Angels from the backside, he is going to be able to crush this one. Or is he? Alter Ego with the takedown. He gets one. Can he get a second? Jesus on the other side of the hedgerow here. OP stays up for now. Spawns coming in. Hans, Jon Snow. No satchel for Jesus. He's going to have to go around. Alter Ego does go down what looks like a nade there. There is good pressure. There just isn't that second follow-up squad to secure the deal here. Now on the backside, Mr. Kuchos has the AT. Is he going to be able to get this Gary? That would be absolutely huge for the circle. Does he see it? Oh, he does. Does he see it? Come on, you see it. Yes. Yes, you see it. Good job by him. No nonsense. Whips out the bazooka. And down goes the Garrison. All right, really nice play there. Garrison down on the backside. Kuchos. Oops. There we go. Going to be pushing in. Cap progress now on the midpoint again. It is back and forth here today. Let's rotate back over to that midpoint, St. Mary Glees, and see what the attacking squads of HTD are up to. Well, they're all over the front of the point again, but no control on the north side. Definitely going to have to respect this one. Satchel goes off and gets a few right there. I don't know whose satchel that was, but I don't know if either side really benefited from that all too well. I think that might have been the HTD satchel, but definitely the circle is going to have to rotate some bodies back to defend this one. That's for sure. Al the Hammer, Mr. End, Open Air Chegs, Last, Einherjar. I mean, this is looking very dangerous. The circle's not responding to this too well. They do have a medium coming up, but that's about it. Finally getting some respawns here. HTD not able to bring enough bodies onto point. Nice cleanup here from the circle. Again, neither side on the attack has been able to get anything going since the start of this one. Medic through the window with the takedown onto guard. Kind of a cagey match between the attacks for either team. There's no defined front lines. Teams constantly redeploying onto the defensive and then pushing out. It's happened 3 or 4 times now, back and forth. Fun for the viewers. I'm sure the defenders and the attackers are feeling a little bit stressed by now. Medic winning that trade and going down immediately after. A nice little, I don't know what you would call that. Rich homie on the wall. Not a bad push out here from the circle. They're getting a lot of ground and a lot of squad leads in the backside. You can see Blesk and Mr. Saint Andy all kind of taking up position between Root and the mid ground, I guess you could say. I mean, the control is definitely going to be a lot easier from this position. Hopefully, I mean, Mr. Sane would want to be getting that OP in the grain field, in the wheat field on our right, but he has to go through Mikmash and Hummel first, and I'm sure once he gets that first takedown onto Hummel, Mikmash is going to be peeking this hedgerow very, very carefully. Yeah, and he gets the kill right away. Yeah, it's unfortunate. As squad leaders there, you got to weigh the decision. Do you go for the takedown or do you go for the push through to get OP up? I'm through my commentary and through, you know, my play style, I'm 100% the opposite way. I will let people run by me if it means that I can get in a position where I can get an OP up that they don't know about, that they think there's nobody there. I'll let 5 guys run by me. I don't really play for kills in that situation. Precision strike dropping all the way down here. That was, I mean, the Stuka was, you know, 200 meters to the left, but okay. 76 is on this hedgerow. No 76 goes down. So they're good to go. I mean, that's rough. Good reaction here from Hinsey, Legacy, and Smek to not get taken out by the precision. But on the flip side, the commander really needs to hit that one. The intel needs to be there. I don't see any boys in blue backing up here. Yeah, that was a long marker. And that's a lot of resources to go into that asset to not have it take out one of those tanks. Source code pushing up into Necro core. Latry from the back side gas. Oh, beautiful team play here from the circle. Getting a few. Latry is going to try to get some more right on this OP right here. Drops 1. Source code gets 1 more. And is the last one up, and he goes down. Really nice team play here from the circle. 3 different angles, 3 different shooters. Source code, another easy double takedown there, and he also gets the OP. Nice play from the circle. HTD on the back foot now, but you know, as we've seen a few times already today, one team pushes out, they leave a gap, it gets exploited, then the other team pushes out, and it's kind of a seesaw that moves back and forth. HTD had the last crack at it. Now I guess it's going to be the circle's turn again. Seemingly maybe on that timer. Now Bronico, the man, the myth, the legend, has made it onto point. I'm wondering why he's an AT. You know, it's good for taking out Gary's. Would love to see him possibly in a second squad lead role. if he's going to be pushing straight onto point like that. Tank fight brewing on the south right here. Panther going up against a 76 now. I think this Panther's just kind of rotating, trying to get behind cover so he doesn't get taken out. 76 pushing through the field. Very dangerous play here. Panther does not expect it. Panther's peeking the left side. 76 is pushing the right side. This is going to be a very, very rude awakening here for this Panther. Hello. First shot goes off, and look who it is again. Derthema, Heybali, and Genum with the takedown. These guys have been everywhere tonight, and crucially a few times in the right place at the right time. Now Brown Nico on point again. Bro Nico, what is he getting up to over here? Well, not gonna get the OP, unfortunately. From behind, he's gonna get taken out. Oh, don't hold that angle for too long. You're new with the takedown there. All right, what else do we have? Well, we have some more cap progress on the midpoint. I guess we could head over there and find out what's going on. Well, doesn't really feel like anything's going on. I mean, cap progress is climbing, but I don't see anybody here. Bird's eye view shows front line, really. That's it. HTD on the front line here. Lenny dash Schnitz. Someone in chat's got to let me know if this is core Lenny or if it's another Lenny. Is it like an Inferno situation where we have multiple Infernos? Oh, I'm guessing that's going to be, yep, the one, the only Hellfish in the same spot as he was 20 minutes ago. Now, unfortunately for the circle, this cap progress is increasing and it's not stopping. The circle needs more bodies on point and they need it fast. Where is this cap progress coming from? Let's check the map really quickly to see. Well, it's all this sector right here. Oop, don't want to do that. All this sector, so many bodies here in blue in the sector that they have just completely rotated all their bodies. There's probably nobody on defense. Now, all the circle need to do in this situation is what they're doing right now. Hold the strong point. Of course, you got to watch out for satchels. So 2-3 max. And then push out and disrupt and clear. Now, they're doing that right now. They need to do it on the north side, though. Because if HTD can get control of this north little village here, they can kind of do whatever they want to the circle. Medium back at it again in the mix. Cap progress is falling on the midpoint. 20 minutes to go, about 21 minutes to go in this one. For HTD, 2 minutes off of that time because it does take 2 minutes to cap here, and there is no overtime. Unfortunately, there is no overtime. I wish there was. That'd be so awesome. Puma coming up also on the backside here. We might go on board Puma for a little bit. If you're a subscriber to the channel, put those Puma paths in chat. It's a subscriber animated emo. It's a cute little Puma getting some pats. Bombing run gonna drop in here. Where is that gonna land? Cap progress on the fourth point. That's going to be an HTD offensive bombing run, I believe. Checking the map. Yes, it is. Focusing on the south side there. Not going to do a whole lot to displace the circle from the point, though. And as this is going on, all the while, there is massive cap progress on this fourth point, rotating back over here to Ruta Gambasville. Herr Spiegel, Joe Betherson, Jon Snow. Very nice positioning here. At least 2 squad leaders in proximity to point. That's exactly what the attackers need, the circle needs. They need to get those OPs up, though. You can see, is that a frontline? Possibly a frontline Gary? Not sure. Lots of, yeah, definitely is a Gary or an Airhead over here. Just a cheeky little garrison in the marsh. A few more squad leaders spawning in. This is exactly what the circle needs to do. Anybody attacking needs to do. You need more than 1 squad leader, preferably 3 or 4 with those 2 others, the third and the fourth being like a secondary squad lead from the attacking squads, so that you can rotate flex players into that squad and then add those numbers to the cap point. Now, as this is happening here, as the cap progress is falling here, it is climbing up and the midpoint. Now, it has stalled out. Both teams defending. Necro with a play on the left side of your screen, taking out an OP, getting a few takedowns. That's huge on the defensive side. Really good job from HTD Necro there. HTD is holding pretty well. On the right side, Herr Spiegel trying to push in. That's Schnitzel with the MG42 from the hip. Jon Snow, Covertuna gas. Gonna try it again. Visball has a chance of defending. He goes down to gas right here. This is looking fairly promising for the circle. Pito, Sillin on point gas. Schnittlau already lands square on top of the defender right there. Can't tell whose Artie that is. It could be either side's. Cap progress increasing for the circle, though. That is what matters. Spawn waves coming in on the fourth. We'll see in a few seconds here if it makes a difference. Xavier in a really good position, gets 2 or 3 off of the spawn there. Cap progress nearing that 50% mark now. Armor coming into point right here. Who is it going to be? Is it the circle's armor or is it HTD's? It's going to be the circle. 76 pulls up to point to try and secure this 4-1 for the circle. This is the closest and most promising they've ever gone in this game so far. At about 80%. It's looking very, very good here for the circle. A lot of bodies on point. 76 on point. Nearing 90% and climbing. Puma is going to try to get in here to stop it. Lots of bodies coming in last minute from HTD. I don't think they have enough, though. The circle is going to take this game to 4-1. 98, 99, there it is. 4-1 the circle. HTD all over the point, though. It's now or never. They need to retake this point right now if they want to have any chance of staying in this game. 60 minutes to go. Airhead goes down. Puma goes down. El Romo with the nice double bazooka right there. Medic taking down Jon Snow. Dash Schnitzel taking down Source Code. This is very promising for the counterattack of HTD. Open air with 2 takedowns in a row, double kill. Now on the backside, however, doing work over here. 276s gatekeeping any tanks from HTD to get back on the point. But regardless of that fact, open air, Klinge, Al the Hammer, Epsilon all pushing in, getting takedowns. It is so close here. The circle stopping that cap progress and slowing it down. There is just too many bodies on point right here. Not enough from HTD. They're trying desperately Epsilon with a double takedown on the backside here. Crushes the OP. Huge play from Epsilon on the backside. Rekindling that recap on the point. Just not enough bodies. Bombing run drops. Epsilon's gonna have to hide from this one. There's just not enough bodies. Cap progress coming in on the critical sector. Mr. Sane, Bronico, Sasky already putting the pressure. Really nice rotation. Putting the foot to the pedal to the metal here. Trying to draw as many defenders back and prevent HTD from going on that counterattack and securing their 4th point back. And it looks to have worked. Blankman getting a takedown here. Zageli goes down. Effective gatekeeping here from the circle. Mr. Sane finally does get dropped by Einhorch, but Blankman is still on point. Cap progress increasing momentarily here. Blankman with another takedown. He is on a tear on the backside. Even with the presence on point, you just see all the blue absolutely surrounding the point. No chance for one squad to do it, but you know what? They did exactly what they needed to do. They drew those bodies back. They prevented the ability for HTD to go on that counterattack and commit bodies to it. If HTD had continued with those presence of those bodies on their 4th, they would have lost more on the backside and potentially lost the point. Pressure still increasing. Sasky with a critical 1v1 win right there. Now it's up to Hydratin and Necro here to get the takedowns that matter on the backside. 12 minutes to go. Still a lot of time in this one. About, you know, what, 8 minutes left with consistent capping. So, you know, you never want to rely on consistent capping, but it's still realistically in the cards here for HTD. A little bit of a rotation here from this squad. Looks like Bronico does get a garrison on the backside. Spawn comes in anyways. Oh, nasty nade. Follows it up. Beautiful play right there. You can see a really nice, like a matching of the rotation. Friendly forces coming in from the recently captured point. That little rotation there to take out the spawn really allows the free flow of those forces to reinforce the attack on the 5th. Now, unfortunately, they did lose that, just overwhelming numbers here, but really nice play from this attacking squad of Mr. Sane. Really heads up play from them. 76 is pushing up with the infantry. Lux pulling up, try and help out on this back point here. Mr. Sane making the sensible decision not to push into point. However, he does go down. Sasky with a little cheeky takedown in the building there. Can't escape the 20mm HE though. Double Lux defensive play coming out from HTD. Was hearing some shots. Oh yes, indeed. Down goes one of the 76s. Panther is the responsible party. Gets a little bit of aggro from the second 76 here, but that's really key. Good takedown here. Lord Jax and Netter. And I believe, is it Amokan? No, it's a Bison. Bombing run drops onto the Allied forces. Hold the phone. Okay. I feel like for a second there, I almost thought maybe I heard a precision strike drop as soon as I was panning away, but that's not the case. What is the case, though, is this 76 is trying to get a peek onto the Panther. Now, easier said than done. They got stuck on a little bit of terrain there, also getting a little bit of aggro from the AT beside them, Al the Hammer. Let's hop on board with him. He's going to try his luck again, maybe. If you're just tuning in, 4-1 is the score. Ooh, Al the Hammer seemingly takes one to the face and keeps on chugging. He's gonna be looking for that that Panzer strike. Nice shot there. Looks like he was aiming for the tracks on the side. You can see him go down there. He actually did give up. No sense if you're out of ammo to kind of remain in the middle of the fight. You want to respawn and get that refill on your rockets. Panther pushing off this little pressure of ATs. Apologies, it's another Lux. The Lux are in fashion this time of year. Panther's going to be on our right side here now. Panther pushing face first into a 76. And he's going to live to regret that one. Down goes the Panther. Face checking the bush. That did not work out for him. And again, with the takedown, it's going to be Darathema, Hey Bali, and Venom. Now, the question is, do they have a satchel on them? And the answer is, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can't see any sparks. I think they're okay. And weirder things have happened. Another 76 is going to pull up. 7 minutes to go. Not a lot of time left here for HTD to get back into this one to win this game. 2 minutes per cap, 4 minutes, less than half left of that 8 minutes we had. So they're going to need to get on it and get on it fast. If they have assets, they're going to need to use them. We can check the map and see low on fuel, low on manpower, low on munitions. Really not a lot to play with here for the commander. The way this one's going, it looks like it's going to be a 4-1 win for the Circle. Really well played from both teams, though. Either team could have had the attacking point at least 3 or 4 times. Very common for this one to start in a 3-2. It is St. Mary-Glise, and the Allies do have the advantage there, if you're just wondering. Somebody got hit by a satchel over here, and I just saw his body. You see that body over right here, Spiegel? That was over here before. They went flying about 100 meters. Angels. Oh, artillery. Devastating artillery here from the Circle. Really nice job from them. One more should be landing any second now. Oh, looks like they've given up on that mission. Whizball, Necro, and Angels staying in that same spot. Are we going to see a Stuka onto these two 76s? I don't think we have the munitions for them. Angels is going to try and fail for that satchel. We have a Puma pushing up on this left flank here. Ooh, that's rough. That is just a little rough right there. Unfortunately for Ludicor here, he's all alone in the middle of the field. Mayori with the rocket to take him out. Nice shot by him. Nice little bazooka shot. Good bazooka play in the end of this one from the circle. Would have loved to see that a little earlier on. Four minutes to go in this one. Still 276 is up. Very, very dangerous here on the south side. I wonder if Darthima, Hibali, and Jenum are just gonna wing it and say, hey, you know what? We got this, boys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I see you. Yeah, 4 minutes left. Let's do it. I mean, they're gonna win the game anyways in 5 seconds, so why not go for it at the end? Well, they didn't go for it like I expected. I mean, I expected them just to yeet into the last point. Come on now. It's 3 minutes left. Why not? We will find a fight. Marcusiano versus Xavier. A little 1v1 action. Ooh, Marcusiano. One tap. Andy. Oh, one tap. Okay. Gets a little revenge in the back. Mr. Sane putting that to rest before it becomes anything special. Mr. Kuchos and Micmash through the fence right there. Micmash getting the takedown. Everyone else is kind of partying down over here on this side. Lots of smoke going out. If you're new to competitive Hell Let Loose, the reason why the game is over is it takes 2 minutes to cap a point. And obviously HTD have lost 2 points. So that's 4 minutes. So there is not enough time left in the game for them to come back and win 3-2. Thus, they do lose the game. Now, the question is it 4-1? Oh, here comes a precision strike. Where's it going to drop? Oh, it drops in the middle of the field right here. Almost on target. I would love to see a sudden death overtime though, if there's cap progress being made and maybe a need for the defensive team to full cap. I think that would make the end of the games really, really interesting. It would also probably give defensive squads aneurysms every time they play. So, you know, maybe that's not the best idea. Sending it with about 2 minutes left here. Panzer IV flanking. Getting 2 shots in. I think this Panzer IV is going to go down though. Oh, the 76 misses his shot. Finally does get it, but hey, the 76 goes down with 1 minute to go. That's actually pretty worth the Panzer IV for a 76. We're a little late in the game. Of course, Dark Leones doing some breakdancing, style points with the winter camo. Oh God, no longer any winter camo. A flamethrower coming out from Soviet Potato. RP, I like it. He goes down. He's just lighting things on fire at this point. Oh my, everyone is exploding. 48 seconds to go. If you're new to the channel, my name is Berserker Cast or Berserker. I regularly on the weekends do competitive Hell Let Loose and squad casting on this channel. On my other channel in the week, we do casual casting, gameplay, all of that. You can check me out on YouTube, Twitch, and Discord. If you want to stay up to date with all the streams, just hop over to Discord. It'll ping in the content channel whenever we go live. Oh, a little G popping out. Reese gonna get shot out of that one. GG, well played. This is round 9 of the ECL, with the Circle taking the match versus HTD 4-1. Well played, guys. Really good game, back and forth, non-stop action, cheeky airheads on both sides, cheeky pushes, and a nice tank play from one of the new tanks of the circle. Really excited to see how those guys develop. Right here, Darithema, Genum, and Hey Bali. I'm going to give them my MVP to that tank crew. They did really well this one. Looking at some of the scores you can see here for both teams. GG, well played, guys. That was an intense match there. Really back and forth for the first 3 quarters of it. The circle only kind of pulling forward, and they did get a few of those squads together to make things happen on the attack. Their 3rd or 4th try, so it was nice to see from them. That is going to be it for me. There's no squad this weekend because of Chinese New Year. We will be back next weekend with Core, I believe, versus STDB, and also squad competitive too on Saturday and Sunday. Tune in for that, guys. If you want to catch more streams and casts, hop onto the twitch.tv/IamBerserker or Berserker Gaming. They're linked in the panels and the link tree and all that stuff for some casual casting throughout the week. But if you want to stick with that competitive stuff, come back next weekend on this channel to watch some squad and some competitive Hell Let Loose. That's it for me, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.